Right, good morning. Can you hear me
Morning.
clearly? Morning, Mel. Right, see, suddenly everybody is coming in already. Very good, very good. All of them, one by one coming in. Very good. Okay. Morning, Tasnim. Morning, Jinwei. Morning, JB. If you can, please put your name that you are in your identification card or your passport name, so that I'll get to know you a little bit better. Okay, so the name will not be just JB, for example, iPhone. Give a name to yourself so I know what to call you. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, very good, very good, very good morning. We have 2 hours. I don't think you guys have had your breakfast yet, right? Neither did I. Some of you might find it very hard to wake up this morning. First time 8 o'clock class. Have you ever had 8 o'clock class in Taylor's? Anybody?
Yes, I have.
You have. Okay, education, you have to wake up lah. Education 7:30 in school already. If you are doing below tertiary education schools, that usually starts at 7:30, 9 o'clock or whatever. So you have to wake up early one. Teachers are like that lah. So what they say is early bird gets the worm. I hope you all are early enough to catch what I got to share with you today. Also, at the same time, I know some of you, your face are like, oh, maybe go wash your face a little bit. And join me in the video call. I hope I'm not looking at a wall of names, but instead of some faces, so that we can have an interaction together. It is, after all, mass comm. I don't want to just be talking to solo comm with Mel. So everybody, if you can, switch on your cameras and join me in class also, okay? Another thing that also I would require you is during presentations or discussions, I'll need you to switch on your camera. That one is a must. Okay, no talking to each other or talking to me like a black screen or something like that. Okay, so give you a bit of time. You all can go and wash up a bit and switch on your cameras, and we will start really soon. Okay, cool. Mel, so I want to ask you, the group chat, how many people are there?
Oh, just 11 of us yesterday.
Yesterday people lah.
Yes.
Okay, very cool. Any year 1, semester 1 students here?
Yeah, just raise your digital hands on.
Yeah, you can click. By the way, you all are first years, right? Don't be paiseh. Come join me in class. We're gonna have fun, okay? Don't go and hide. This is university life. This is not going to what? Chatting with your friend or whatever. It's not chatting, this is class. So I require you to participate in class. I'll give you marks for participation. Well, yeah, see, you are outside in Fujian walking around. Okay, be careful, yeah? Nowadays, morning, Yusuf. Yusuf, you got my message today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll explain to you what happened later. Okay, so you get it. I think what's happening. Jinwei is Spider-Man. Nice. Sandra, good morning. Very nice. JB, can you rename yourself to your full name? Thank you. Yi Xuan put up her hand. I think she is first year, first sem. I found out from Patrick yesterday. Philip, Patrick, confused. 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Your brain not really working, right? That some of you were having orientation yesterday. What's the link? Yes. So if you are so for you guys who are first time joining us, don't worry. I'm going to repeat most of the things that I told the class yesterday. We know that first week, not even first day, first week, there was definitely going to be hiccups, problems here and there and stuff. If you realize, I also have 2 accounts here. There are 2 Jiawens here. It's me lah. Okay, I'm using 2 computers, using double screen and stuff. So right now I'm at home. Lectures, I will conduct it at home. I'll try my best to make it as interesting as possible for you. Yesterday's recording is already up. I will share you the link when everybody has joined the WhatsApp group. Now, Mel, I'm going to forward you my number. I think that's the best way for now. We don't do Teams or anything. Since everybody is agreeable, please join the WhatsApp group that Mel has sent in the link. Anybody have a problem with WhatsApp? Xiao Qi is having breakfast. Thank you very much. 吃什么你？面包。 cannot be.
早餐period.
Wow, shock. I say eat. Okay, why is she eating? I told the class yesterday, please go ahead and have your breakfast or lunch or whatever during class, because our class is breakfast and lunch. Right? The timing breakfast and lunch, right? So if you want to eat, go ahead and eat. I rather you eat and listen to class rather than you don't listen. Okay? Be in class, pay attention to the class happening, and it's just 2 hours only anyway. 2 hours is less than a movie. Shorter than the Avengers movie right now. Okay, you can pay attention to Avengers, our class should be okay. All right. So again, let me just repeat to everybody who yesterday missed out. Monday and Tuesdays, I will have lectures. Lectures are 2 hours, 2 hours. I will cover a lot of topics. I'm following a book called the Stanley Baran Introduction to Mass Comm book. Hi, Nuliana. Good morning. Right. Jinwei really likes Spider-Man so much. Okay, cool. Spider-Man. Right. I'm sure. Okay, we'll definitely have a time to talk about the Spider-Man movie also, because it's also quite a big thing right there. Mel, every time that question comes out, you just forward the link. Thank you very much. Sorry, mafani. Okay, cool. So the WhatsApp group, I will join after the class. Okay, so let's have our class first. At the end, we'll communicate inside the class. Okay. Okay, coming back. So Monday and Tuesdays, I will have tutorial lectures, and after doing lectures, you just join me, participate with me, the different things that we talk about, and then probably you will also have some input, because what I know and what you know are also quite different. Also, sometimes you're from the TikTok generation or Instagram generation. I'm from the Facebook generation. I know you know how old I am. Okay, so I'm not your father lah, but still that kind of generation lah. So those kind of things we might have different ideas. For example, when I was doing my master's in mass comm, I was doing it from a perspective of a Facebook generation, one of my assignments, and my friend who is from France, okay, Farquhar student in Taylor's. Okay, I'll look at him. What are you doing here? Go back to France lah. What are you doing in Malaysia? I say, oh, because I want to have good quality English education for a cheaper price, because he's from Europe. He said, okay, come over and study. But when he was doing his presentation, he comes from a very Snapchat, TikTok generation. So his idea of things is very different. So when we write an essay together, we talk about the pro and cons of things. It's very interesting. I don't mind. So when you're doing, maybe for most of you are what? Between your 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, maximum 30 lah, I give you lah. You're from that generation. So your understanding of things is also quite the same. Maybe a little bit different from people. Now, students I've seen them graduate, when they come back and talk to juniors, also they have a problem, because every 5 years, technology will change. So when they talk about something, like, huh, what? You don't understand. But it's okay. So we're going to have these kind of discussions, and I want you to talk. You cannot talk, you can chat. Okay? I don't like online class, because online class, you all quiet one. But I also like online class because you all can share video, you all can share music, you all can do different things. And like just now, I was sharing you some music to get you all in the morning mood, for example. So we can use multimedia to make all kind of different things happen. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, you have tutorials. Tutorials which mean that I'll have discussions, I'll put you all into groups, or maybe individual, I'll let you all do some work, and then after that, you need to report back what you have done. There are also quizzes that will happen during Wednesday and Thursdays. So there are some classes that you will probably want to skip. Okay, everybody's human lah. You're human, you're tired or what. Probably sometimes in the middle of semester, a lot of subjects are coming in. You probably want to take a break or whatever. I understand. But there are also times when you will need to be there lah. If you skip the quiz, I do not know when I can give you the quiz again. So try your best, unless some extenuating circumstances happen. For example, somebody accident or something. Usually it's something that very bad happened. Then you email me, message me privately. I will see what I can do for you. But I will need proof of what is happening. Okay, it's like something like last semester, somebody grandmother passed away. Then I understand. Then last semester, somebody told me my house got flooded. I don't believe you. I cannot say that, right? Everybody in Malaysia, you know what happened. So that actually really happened, and I have to give the person more time to do the work. Okay, cool. Other than that, for those of you who are new today, first years as well as the rest of you from education, from architecture, from law and whatever. Just to update you also, this is my first semester in Taylor's. So what's happening with times is also beyond my control. When I joined, they are supposed to set up my times for me, but they haven't done it until 5 o'clock this morning. So when I was waiting to communicate with you. I was waiting to find a way to talk to you all the whole time before Christmas, waiting for them to set up, but they haven't set up yet. But also we cannot blame them because I think during that time, December holiday, a lot of people take breaks. They cannot set up stuff. So don't worry, we don't miss out anything. Even if you miss out anything, all these are recorded. The wonder and the amazing thing about online class is everything is recorded. Whatever I say can be brought to law. I'm not saying, okay, whatever you say also, we conduct class together. You have bad Wi-Fi. Yeah, okay, no worries. You can watch the recording. Okay, you can watch me at 3 times speed if you want to. Last week there was a research. I told you, sorry, I'm repeating things from yesterday. So for the juniors, because they don't know what's happening yet. Last week there was a research coming out that students can understand things watching it 1.5 or 2 or 3 times the speed, and they don't miss out anything also. So perhaps you want to watch me in 2 hours become half an hour. I don't know, but you can get it. It's okay. If you cannot, then you cannot understand that it's very hard. Okay, cool. So even YouTube is just 2 times speed only, right? Yeah. Okay, I need to admit a few people coming in and out non-stop. I don't know why. It's like opening the door, coming the door. It's like, sir, can I come in class? Sir, close the door, open the door. It's like Zoom is like very interesting. Okay, anyway, back to our stuff. So I will go through again with you what you need to do with your every single week, week 1, week 2, week 3, everything. We have 7 weeks together, and 7 weeks is very, very fast. That's why we are meeting twice a week for 2 tutorials and 2 lectures. Means 4 times a week. You're gonna see me until you okay. Tomorrow morning is also 8 o'clock. Now, according to timetable, we are supposed to meet in LT3, Lecture Theatre 3. How many of you actually want to come to school tomorrow? Hands up. How many feel like coming to school tomorrow? Or for tutorials, you feel like you want to come back to school? I can, Jinwei can. Okay, cool. Asri, you can. Okay, cool. Now, to lectures, I will be conducting from home. I do not need to go to school. Tutorials, I have to conduct in school. If you want to come and say hi to me, you can. But please don't bring your COVID to me, okay? If I die, 200 students going to fail the semester, okay? All right, okay, so you want to come and say hi to me, also can, no problem. But what you're going to do is, if we are in, up to you. So I definitely would love to conduct this online. If you are actually, wherever you are, internationally or even in different states in Malaysia, stay there. After all, Chinese New Year is coming up, right? So most of you are going to be on holiday for what, 1 week plus? I don't know. And I like that we can have class online because that also lets us able to travel while having class. Wow, that's the awesome thing. You can have mukbang while you're having class. I have a student who is a JNT driver. JNT, Malaysia, you know JNT? Okay, Lazada, Shopee, Taobao, everything. That guy, he drive. Every time when he has class, he park his car at the side, he switch on his handphone, and he join me in class. And then after that, I see behind him all the boxes of stuff. I say, hey, my thing there, why so late? Then he said, actually, I know where you stay, sir. I brought it before. Huh? You know where I stay? What dangerous are JNT? Okay, so it's okay. You can have class anywhere you want, as long as you're paying attention, and when you cross the road, please pakai your mata, okay? Don't go like, whoa, bam, die in the middle of class. That's the worst thing. I have students also during this COVID period who passed away. I don't wish it on anybody. Okay, please take care of your health. If you are supposed to choose between your work or your life, choose your life. Don't be like, I must finish this assignment because yes, you must finish your assignment to pass. But think about your life more important. You have everything, but you don't have life. Wasted. Okay, so I will go through the assignments thing later, or if I don't have enough time, you can watch yesterday's video if I miss out anything. I suggest you just go through the video in 3 times speed if you want to, okay? Now, tomorrow, I will be in school. If you want to come to school, don't worry, I'll talk to you. I will suggest you to stay online because if you come to school, I still have to talk to your friends online. So if you sit there, and then I like, hi, okay, let's talk here. Then go back to the camera. Okay, you can come to school to say hi, that's all. And then after that 2 hours, you go back. Or you have other classes, I don't know. If you have other classes that need you to come to school, go ahead. It clashes, I mean, if it's connected with your 10 o'clock class, go ahead. If not, you come so early to school, and then after that, 10 o'clock, you can go out already. But that's how school is, usually, before COVID started. Right? You come to school, you have discussions, and then bye-bye. Go to makan with your friends or go and hang out. Okay, so depending on how you want to do it, but for tutorials, I'll be in school. Now, every week, I will update you a little bit more different stuff. There will be some weeks where I understand that some of you, okay, will be celebrating Chinese New Year. I'm not even saying the Chinese, I'm saying even the Malays sometimes celebrate Chinese New Year. Okay, they just take break and they just go holiday or whatever. Celebrate means not makan lah. Celebrate means just enjoy the holiday lah. Okay. I will not be around in KL or Selangor before Chinese New Year also. 1 week before Chinese New Year. So no point to come to school already. By that time, we will have our WhatsApp group running already. Thank you, Mel, who's running the group. And then we can, I will let you know weekly what's going to happen, tomorrow's going to happen and stuff like that. So looking at yesterday, I was supposed to do my first lecture. I didn't manage to do it because due to circumstances. So today I'm going to do my first lecture. Tomorrow I will do my second lecture. Instead of a tutorial, I will do my second. I need to pass information to you before you can do any work. Thursday we will have tutorial, but still I will treat it as I will go to school tomorrow in the tutorial room to do a lecture. So just understand it a little bit different. That's all. It's just we play around with the timing. Let's be flexible. Not like, hey, let's put this means you must do this. This is the law. I mean, as long as we learn something, it's good enough. Okay. So other than that, next week. Okay, cool. All right. So I think I won't go through the whole timetable. Just watch the one that was yesterday because there's quite a lot of things inside there. There's Thaipusam holiday there. There's Chinese New Year break there. There's everything. That way you can just watch it from there. Okay, cool. So welcome back, everybody. So nobody else want to join me on the video? Even Yasi is joining me on video, although he's eating. I don't mind. The rest of you, just wake up. It's okay. Don't worry. Put a face mask on. I don't know already lah. Okay, I'm going to appreciate those who are switching on your video cameras because it really means a lot to a lecturer. Because when I'm talking, I need to talk to people. I don't want to talk to like words. All right, I'm going to show you a. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Maybe not this one. I'm going to show you a snippets of a long video. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Should I do this because I don't have enough time? Okay, now I'll just go into lecture first. Then we'll see whether you got enough time to watch the video. Okay, hold on. Now, our lectures are taken from a book, and the book is found in the library. If anybody, people who go library one. Yesterday, I went into the library, my first day, right? I went to check out the book. There are 3 copies of the book. If you want to read the book. I don't know how hardworking you are. As a student, I never borrow books. How do you all read those books that are expensive and hard to find? Anybody? Do you read books a lot? You just watch YouTube every day. Education, where you get your books?
We don't use book actually.
We don't read. I mean, there's no textbook to study one.
No, we just like go
Slides.
on Google. Yeah, we ask Google. Yeah. Yeah.
Google generation. So let me ask you, why are you guys in school for? You're paying how much? How many thousand? 50,000, 60,000 to come to school to learn from Google. Nani? Yeah. Okay. So let me just give you an idea first about education. I mean, I've been a student like you, so I've been studying and I'll be understanding things also. Very true. The internet is your library now. YouTube is your library now. Google Scholar is a place where you can find all your books and your journals and stuff. So why are you paying so much money to school? You're just getting a certificate from school, that's all, right? Or actually, for me, why I go to a university or a college is the network I can meet with, the friends that I will have. Until today, my classmate and I, we're still doing projects together. If he has something on there, like he's getting married, they ask me, hey, help me shoot this video or stuff like that. Okay, sure, I'll go work and help out with it. Our network of friends will bring us to even greater heights. The industry, when you're graduating, I always think about, as I told you guys, I look forward to the future and what things could happen. Don't talk about things that happened last time. Yes, we learn from it, but we need to look forward. After COVID, what will happen? Living with COVID, what's going to happen? Living with technology, what's going to happen? What's the mass comm thing that's going to happen in the future? So for you, what are you going to do in 2-3 years when you graduate? Who are the people you're going to meet? Are these people in your friends list? Or are these people just, hello, bye, YouTube, bye-bye, kind of thing? Because your network should start in college, in university. So get to know each other, work with each other. And I'll put you guys to work with each other. So you can don't want to work with that person. Sorry, it's just random. You have to work with each other. Okay, so I'll come back to my lecture. I will share my screen right now. Okay, slideshow. Share screen. Yes.
Why do this by voice? Okay, fine.
Yep. Who's that?
This is Tianri speaking.
Yeah, Tianri.
I might have joined this whole semester by mistake.
By mistake,
like,
okay.
Apparently, if it really is a mistake, because my friends, same semester, same intake. Same program, same intake. They keep telling me that it's still the holidays. So like I have that as like an indicator that I might have joined this by mistake. Also, like I also have screenshots of when the semester is going to start. Yeah, so I might leave.
Sorry, I don't understand. You are not. What major are you in?
Chemical engineering.
Engineering. So this is an elective for you, lah.
Yes.
So you chose a wrong elective. Is that what you mean?
No, not chose the wrong elective, but like I might have returned to a semester that I technically shouldn't have. I'm discussing this with my program director now.
All right, cool. No problem. You can stay in and listen to the lecture today.
Right.
But please work this out quickly with your program director, because I don't want you to waste time in the semester with the course that you're not going to finish.
I'm already in contact with my
no problem. I don't mind sharing knowledge with people.
Okay.
But if you are going to not finish the course in week 7, please don't spend too much time here. That's what I'm going to say. Okay? But thank you for letting me know, Tianri. Maybe when you finish with your program director, you just drop me a message. So let me know what's happening. If you're Hilang also, at least let me know. Every time we're looking for Tianri later. Okay? Just out courtesy, just let me know that you're.
Okay, so like.
No, I mean later. You can PM me later.
Yeah, I think I maybe should email you by then, because like even with times, right, I see one profile, it says Jawan, but then like all caps, but then like last access site was like 4 years ago.
Wow, because I was a student here.
I see.
4 years ago. But anyway, hopefully times is better today, because 5 a.m. I just checked a few of your friends, some of your friends to here messaged me last night. So I have been trying to reply them at 7 o'clock in the morning just now. So I don't know who else is missing here. Let me check if I can access cams. Hold on. I told you there's a lot of hiccups on first week. Sure, got a lot of different issues here and there. Let me check cams. Hold on. Okay, I can't access it now. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to start first. So thank you, January. We'll talk more about this. You can drop me a message later, email or whatever. Okay. All right. So chapter 1. Wow. Let's start. We're going to talk a little bit about mass comm, culture, media literacy. Those of you who have never studied mass comm before, welcome. Mass comm is a very, very big encompassment of topics. Like yesterday I said, from feminism movement, racial stuff, BLM, Shang-Chi, video games. It's very large. Okay. The oil spill, ExxonMobil, whatever, all these things are all covered. So many things. It's mass. Okay. How communication happens in the mass kind of thing. Now, before I start, I want to ask you guys a question over here. Where are you guys from? A lot of Malaysians here. Non-Malaysians, please drop me a message. Where are you from? I heard that there's a friend said Fujian from China, Singapore. Sophia is from Singapore. Welcome. Jinwei, you are from Brunei. Spider-Man is from Brunei. Nice, good. China. Okay, cool. Koichiro. Nice. What do you call that? Early in the morning, what do you say to each other? Okay, I forgot what's the Japanese word. I don't watch anime enough to say it. But anyway, good morning. Right? Arabia, nice. Saudi. Ohio gozaimasu. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. Nice. Last semester I had a Japanese student, but I mean not this school, but he was like talking to me throughout the whole Christmas, sending me Japanese words for Christmas. I said, wait, what do you mean by this? So I try to Google Translate all the stuff. Cool. Nice. Anyone else from any other country? Now I need you all to be open-minded because we're gonna discuss a lot of cultural stuff. Nothing is racist. Topics can be racial, but we are discussing it as a intellectual discussion. Why are people this way? Why are French this way? Why do people in the Middle East do things this way? Why do people in America act so weird and they don't know where Malaysia is, for example? Okay, those kind of things. We will talk a little bit about that. Okay, so I hope I don't offend anybody, but let's keep an open mind. Okay, let's move on. So during this semester, the next 7 weeks, we're going to have to work on this, and you and I need to talk. Okay, so not just me alone. Thank you for those who have been participating. Question to you. Does a fish know it is wet? As a fish, imagine you're a fish swimming. Do you know it's wet? It doesn't have this conscious understanding, right? But when you pull a fish out of the water, the fish will realize that I actually need water to survive. I cannot breathe. I cannot survive without water. This is the same as you every morning, every day, this generation, surrounded by media. From the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep, you are surrounded by mass comm. You are surrounded by media. Meaning, what do you do when you wake up? First thing you do is what? Don't tell me you go brush teeth lah. Bullshit me lah, you. What do you do when you wake up first thing? Check your handphone, right? Check your TikTok, check your Instagram, check your Facebook, check your WhatsApp, check your whatever. Brush teeth, yeah. Shireen. I don't know. Some of you, like, before you even do anything else, you just check, oh, did my friend reply my message last night? One of the things I did was when I wake up, straight away, I will check whether somebody messaged me on Times, because I want to faster reply you, because I know this problem is coming up, for example. And all the way throughout the day, you're bombarded by media. Even now, you are bombarded by media. Watching movies, playing stuff, handphone generation, fast food generation, which is why I actually reluctant to have WhatsApp groups and like that, because I am not a McDonald's drive-through. You don't message me at 5 a.m. in the morning, sir, how to do this assignment. I'm not going to reply you that kind of stuff. So let's keep it civil. I'll try my best to reply you as soon as I see your message, but let's be civil. Okay, if you misuse it, then I will not be able to help you. Now, coming back to media. At night, before you sleep, the last thing you do, put on your earphones, listen to ASMR and fall asleep. How many of you do that? I don't know. Some of you watch some videos before you sleep. Some of you play games until late night, 8 o'clock class, cannot wake up. And that is how a fish never know it is in water until you pull it out. Something happened last, September, when suddenly Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp all went offline. Do you realize that? Suddenly, maybe you forgot or something like that. There was one day, suddenly everything went offline. Everybody thought they were hacked. Facebook, all gone. WhatsApp, all gone. Instagram, all gone. Do you know why? Why? What happened?
I could use a reminder. I actually forgot why.
Okay, hold on. Somebody messaging me. Hold on. Multitasking. See, now I am a lecturer and also an operator. I need to admit people in. Hold on. Okay. Facebook is owned by a man called Mark Zuckerberg. WhatsApp and Instagram is owned by who?
Facebook.
Facebook. So when somebody hacks or DDoS attacks Facebook, everything goes down. Suddenly you do not know what to do in your life except for Twitter. Twitter saved your life, or Google saved your life. There was even one day during COVID when Google was down. Sorry?
Down. I said Reddit wasn't down at the time.
Yeah, it was. So it was good for us because we were sleeping or we were at night. But some people who needed Facebook, who needed Instagram, felt like a fish out of water. And that's how encompassing media is. Okay. Now, while that was happening, guess where was Mark Zuckerberg? He was on a boat somewhere having his holiday, smiling. He doesn't know what's happening. That's so dangerous now. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So you know that media is around. Can somebody explain to me what media is? So what the heck is media? Since you are bombarded by media every day, right? Can you tell me a word? What in a sentence? What is the takrif? What is media? What is the meaning of media? Where does the word media come from? Okay. Nobody? Okay, thank you, Asians. Again, I like Asian classes because I have to do all the explaining. Now, look at this picture. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Last time, then a group of people want to communicate with people who are dead. They group together, they pay a person who will help them communicate with somebody who is dead. This person is called a medium. Heard that before? I can't see your message. Sorry. I had to read your message while looking at screen. You can talk to me, okay? Google term of it, communicate. Well, okay, cool. Right. Medium is somebody who is in the middle, who helps you connect to something else. One medium, two media.
Sir, I think you're frozen. This is Tianri, by the way.
I thought he muted himself. Oh my god. It's okay, guys. This happens. Oh, he got kicked out. Never mind, he will rejoin. So be patient, guys. Oh my god, it happens, once a while in the semester. I'm like, huh, this director okay or not? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were just talking about him. Like, yo, oh, it'll be scary though. Mark is cyborg, not shape shifting lizard man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm back. Right, and see you guys messaging and stuff. Do you see my messages? Can you see my replies there? No? Yeah. Okay, cool. Because when I got disconnected, I straight away tried to message you another one. But anyway, this is expected. Doing presentations, sometimes this kind of thing happen. I'm like, okay, understand. Will it be a better place if we could just meet back in school next time? But COVID wasn't such a big problem. Okay. All right, so we're back. Okay, so what I was just saying that no need to redo. You just keep on doing it. Okay, so I won't read your message so much already. I need to go a bit faster. Now, if you are in Zoom meetings, it's kind of like the same thing as having a medium in class. And you are actually talking about the same thing, like, hey, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Or Elizabeth, are you there? Are you there? Are you logging in, logging out? What? So we have come full circle back to a life, like a medium lifestyle, having Zoom, having Microsoft Teams, having Skype call, for example. I don't know what happened to Skype. Skype kind of died off after a while. All right, moving on. So a medium is a device or a channel that helps you pass information from a source to a receiver. A source could be school telling you that next week is holiday. So you need a medium to tell you. How does school do that to you? School will probably use times to tell you. School will probably use videos to tell you. School wants to wish you a happy Chinese New Year. They will make a short video to tell you. School will tell you, hey, school is flooded, don't come to school. School will use emails to tell you. And that is a medium. When 2 or 3 mediums are there, it becomes media and becomes bigger and bigger and larger and larger. For this information to pass, there needs to be an understanding between the source and the receiver, and thus you need to decode the message. If I'm using English to tell you something, you first have to learn English to decode what I'm trying to say to you. If I'm going to korewa nan desu ka to you and you write what? You don't understand, means you haven't picked up Japanese, for example. So you need to encode and decode, and then the information is still not complete because then you need feedback. Okay, this is the basics of communication. Now I'm talking to you. You are in sort of a way feedbacking to me, telling me that you are paying attention, telling me that you understand or making some memes and jokes to me by chatting or by talking to me. It means there's feedback. And that is communication. If I'm telling you things and at the end you don't, listen, there's no communication until there is a feedback. Maybe I see you move your head. Maybe I see you saying yes, okay, or something like that. Then I get that you have understood and you have decoded my message. So if I ask you, are you clear? Understand? That is called communication. Okay, now moving on. Communication is a reciprocal, means two-way. Okay, an ongoing process which all involved parties more or less have engaged in creating a shared meaning. It's not a one-way communication, it is a two-way communication. Do television shows fall under this category? Do movies, do TV series fall into this category? Are they a kind of media?
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
they are.
because like you know how we used to have like decoders in for Astro, right? At least Astro decoders,
Okay.
right? So that's pretty much the same thing. Like the source transmit all these, whatever show that they're showing through like transmitter, and then gets decoded like this through the little antenna that we have on top of our houses, and then it gets shown on the TV, and then I guess the TV probably gets some kind of feedback and tells the source that, hey, we have this many people watching.
So you're talking from a very engineering point of view, which is technical.
Oh, I
Very good,
guess.
very good. No problem. I have no
Even though
problem
I'm
with
not
that.
in electrical, but yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. But in this situation, we're talking about people, talking about humans. Okay, Yusof, you want to say something just now?
Excuse me?
Yes, you want to say something because I saw you blinking.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Television shows back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, they used to just show you and then that's it. But actually, if you think about it, there is a rating system. The Nielsen rating system in America where people rate the show. How many people watch the show? How many million people tune in at 8 p.m. just to watch the show? How many people? And that is the feedback part. Sometimes there are forums where people will post things on newspapers to say that show sucks. Can you do a better show? Or that is the feedback. It will take a much longer time for that feedback to come back, but it is still a communication. Last time, humans didn't have internet. What do they use? Anybody? How do humans use to communicate without the
I
internet?
guess depending on how far you go, you can
Yes,
use
go ahead.
like a Morse code, email, telephone.
Telegraph.
Telegraph. Let's go further. Somebody else, come on in class. I see some of you are there. What else do we use, humans?
Mailman.
Before that,
Letter.
what, Twitter?
Letter.
Letters, okay? Before letters?
They use pigeons.
Pigeons, very good. Before that?
Right, even before pigeons, I would say word of mouth. Yeah, because probably spoken language probably existed.
Fire,
before written.
hieroglyphics, rock carving, is it? Not rock craving. Rock craving is different. Craving for rocks. Okay, anyway, very true. Okay, if you go even back when people didn't have the kind of media to transmit information, they will find all kinds of ways to because humans want to communicate. It's just something about us. We need to. You say I don't want to talk to people. Yes, you don't want to talk to people. By telling me you don't want to talk to people, you already tell me that you want to communicate with me. Say you don't want to talk to me. Okay, it's communication. It's something that you want to tell people and you've done something. You have, hey, see, I made fire or something like that. Yes,
They make
rock carving.
sounds.
Sounds.
Yeah.
Yes. Before we had televisions and stuff, we have using griots or word of mouth or cerita nenek moyang. Our great grandparents, they used to tell stories, how to communicate the ideas across. They will use all kinds of different ways, gestures, storytelling, sound effects to tell stories. Even before that, also perhaps maybe around the same time, like you said, somebody said fire, smoke. Anybody watched Lord of the Rings? Remember the Lord of the Rings scene when the evil guys were coming to attack, and the good guys had only a few days or hours to prepare. I don't know. And the way they transmitted the information to tell you that the bad guys are coming was by lighting the fire on the mountain. Light one. Then the second one, oh, I see it light. Then you light another one. Then another one. Like internet lah. Okay? It's just a different kind of internet. Okay? So when things communicate, when things evolve throughout the years, and in the 90s, I think all of you, most of you are born in 2000, right? 2000 something, right? Okay, after the millennium. For you, media is nothing. For me, I'm born in a time where media is available, but not so freely available. Internet was slow. To load a picture of a scenery, for example, in a 56K modem, you look at that. So when I get a JPEG, I'm so happy. Wow, a JPEG. Then after that, of course, now information is so free that you all have Instagram stories that you throw away after one day. Right? Information has become that way. All right, moving on. So understand, this is the concept. Don't forget, we have quizzes. So hopefully you understand this, then you can answer the quiz quite well. Interpersonal communication is what we are talking about. Mr. Tianrui, you were talking a little bit about the technical, mechanical, engineering side. I'm talking about the human side, and this is exactly like the same model just now that was shown to you. Osgood and Scrum's model of communication, which is the same. I tell you something, you interpret, means you can decode, and then you feedback, and then I know you understand. It's just a cycle. Okay, there's all these theories and all these things out there. Okay, moving on. The problem with communication is we have too much of this. Example, I just got disconnected. It's a form of noise. Noise can also be literally background. There's a dog barking. I cannot. What you say? I cannot hear you. Okay, that could be another way of noise. But noise can come in all kinds of manner. Be it technical problems, be it human errors, be it communication, language issues, all kinds of different things. That's the problem with communication, noise. Okay, moving on. So just now we talked about this already, so I'm going to skip this. Now, in our another model of communication, okay, just now we were talking about every time there is a organization that spends information to you using media, and then all different people might understand or might decode and might encode things differently. You are a Chinese person in Malaysia. Are you the same as a Chinese person in China? Do you understand the same thing? Culturally, are you different? What's the difference between a Malaysian Chinese and a China Chinese? Anybody?
Okay, I guess first of all, like, since one of them is from like southern China, so like honestly the culture is maybe not that much. Yes, accent, but like okay, personally I speak like a bit of Penang Hokkien, so like so our friend from Fujian won't really understand me.
Okay.
That's
So
one.
your Hokkien and his Hokkien is different. Okay, cool. Other than that, besides language, what differences can we deduct from these two cultures?
Mannerisms.
Anyone else? Come on. Besides Mr. Tian, who doesn't belong to this class. No, I'm not saying that, huh? Okay. Anyone else? What do you feel? Or do you want me to call names to your year 1, SEM 1 students? Because this mass comm is your basics. You need to understand that. Should I call names? Yeah. Guess who's that? Xiaoqi.
Yeah, I think maybe also the food that we eat during like festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Example.
Example, like during the what we call that, the winter something.
Solstice. Okay. Winter
Yeah.
Solstice Festival. What's the difference?
Yeah. We eat the rice ball, right? The Tong Yun.
Tong
And then
Yin, yes.
they will eat the dumpling.
They eat dumpling.
Yeah.
Confirm? Our Chinese friends from China, confirm? Different? Same? They don't understand me. Tian Hao, are you from there? Sorry, I just choosing names only. I don't know.
冬至
Tongzi.
Yasu, let's go. Yasu, let's go. Come on.
Who's Yasu?
Huang Yasu, come on.
Oh, your friend.
Yeah, she's here, right?
All tiam tiam today.
Call names.
You want participation points or not? But then, come, let's have discussion. Is it different in China for Winter Solstice Festival? What do you call it in Chinese?
冬至
Do you have Tongzi there? And what's the difference? Okay, no reply. Means he's falling asleep or what? I don't know. That's the danger of online class. You can be falling asleep. Okay. Perhaps another thing that's very good. Jinwei just brought up another one called the weather. It's different. So when you celebrate something in Malaysia, it's very different from when they celebrate there. Things that they dress, things that they eat might be different because of the weather. Now, why is it dumpling? Why is it tongzi? Why is it different? I don't know. Maybe you can research on it as your topic for your research. Maybe. Okay. There's so many kind of things there. So different people, although they might be in the same category in some stereotypical way, will decode things differently. A Malaysian can be divided into so many different races. And each of these races might understand differently. And geographically, KL and Johor Bahru and Kuching might be different also. That also causes a lot of trouble for communication. Thus, noise is very annoying. But as a person who communicates, like when you present something to me, when you present something to the class, you have to see it from a point of view that everybody should understand what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to push a meme, this is when we come to internet memes, 9gag all you are. Memes are understood because if the person understand how to decode the meme. If you put a meme there and people are like, huh? What are you trying to say? It's very hard for people to get it. But when you get it, it's very fast. It's called meme. This word meme, internet memes, is internet memes. Memes are these communications. Okay? When a meme is understood, decoded, understood successfully, communication is done. Okay? So that's where you get the word memes. Not meme, not meme, not Minnie Mouse. Okay? Meme. Okay? M-E-M-E. Now you know, meme. So people use memes to communicate ideas very fast. But first, you need to understand. In fact, if you put a meme in your family group chat, does your father understand the joke? Are you winning, son? People are like, huh? Your father's like, what's the meaning of this? I don't understand. There's a different underlying meaning to the meme, which different culture will understand. Young people understand it differently. An uncle will understand it differently. You get different. So communication needs to have decoder and encoder. If your father already understands the meaning of "Are you winning, son?" then he wouldn't use that at you, perhaps. Okay, coming back. So feedback is needed, definitely. But also in this case, like I said, there is a delayed inferential feedback because some people understand things differently at different time. Or movies, people watch already, then they take 2 years later to reply, or 2 days later to reply, or 2 seconds to reply. You get different kind of feedback. Inferential means you perceive, you understand it a different way. Like, oh, then I feedback to you. Different people understand things differently. Now, there is okay, I will talk about that later as examples later. Okay, cool. So, with communication, that's why we can have our culture. Imagine a caveman and a caveman who are just banging rocks at each other. Every day, I'm just going to club you to death, or I'm just going to fight and just need to go find some woolly mammoth and kill it, and then we have meat to eat. We still need to communicate. We can plan. Humans, even animals communicate. Perhaps animals, which have a brain, they communicate. Birds sing to each other. Squirrels do funny things to each other, whatever. Communication. With communication, you can plan out, proceed. When you have this thing that you can be able to plan out your thing, your consciousness is there. You can think about things. And with this, that's why humans are so-called the apex predator of the world, in a way, for now. Okay, I don't know what else is the other apex out there. We can plan forward, and so much more that we can create culture. You can create things that people all follow. Everything people will spend time to build towards. Culture, I mean budaya lah, in Malay, culture could be all kind of different things. Now, James W. Carey, okay, you probably hear his name a few times. He's a scholar in this kind of way, recognized this and offered a cultural definition of communication that has had a profound impact on the way communication scientists and others have viewed the relationship between communication and culture. It says that communication is a symbolic process whereby reality is produced, maintained, repaired, and transformed. And thus, I will add on one more line. That is how culture is formed. Why do we do certain things in a culture? Why do we eat tong yin? Why do we eat zongzi? Why do we eat nasi lemak as Malaysians? Why do we celebrate Christmas? Why do we do things? It's all because of something that is produced by humans, maintained, repaired. Normally, animals don't celebrate Christmas, right? But humans have created a culture based on many underlying things, and you understand why we are doing things, and then when we do it together, it becomes a meme, and that's why we all understand it and we transform it. It becomes a part of our culture. Sometimes it becomes tradition. Sometimes we're so ingrained in tradition that we don't want to change because we love tradition so much. It makes me, me. It makes my grandfather, my grandfather. You take away that, who am I? Or some people, you are nothing without that suit, for example. Okay? So, looking at just now, Mr. Tian, he was telling us about, and some of you who were saying, what kind of media are out there? Yes. So throughout the weeks, we are going to study a little bit of this kind of media, and as the media evolved into what it is today. So newspapers, definitely, we're going to talk about it. Newspapers is a very, very big thing that changed our world. Not newspaper, printing press. Without the printing press, life would have been very different. We'll cover that a bit later. Okay, televisions, cinema, cameras, photography,
Social
all those have
media.
helped. Sorry?
Social media.
Social media. Yeah, you predicted the future yourself. So you know the current trajectory. After social media, what's going to happen? Now, I like to see what you are going to live in a generation where your kids probably will be using something different. I would have never thought that when I was studying, social media was a very small thing. Sharing your personal information to everybody was just on blogs. Now everybody just shares whatever they want. I'm here at a Korean food store having this awesome food, telling everybody what is the future. Could humans be augmented with cybernetic stuff in your brain, in your eyeballs? That all these things, you are born with a YouTube in your head already. I don't know. Things could happen differently. Okay, let's move on. So these are some of the latest, not latest. I mean, memes are so fast; it's gone within 1 week. But when I was teaching last semester to the students, I just decided, hey, actually a lot of things are happening. And how many of you understand these memes? If you understand means you can decode, means you understood it already. The top ones are okay, the first one is 2 different levels of memes. Like I said just now, there was a day when the internet for WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook was down. Twitter saved the world by holding up the whole infrastructure. That is one layer of the understanding. The second layer, if I didn't tell you, you probably don't understand that part. The second layer is Squid Game. Now, how many of you have not watched Squid Game? I'm just checking. You have not watched Squid Game or don't want to watch. Me, haven't. Good. You guys are hipsters. I'm not hipsters. You guys are against conservative. I don't watch. I don't like this kind of thing. Okay, no problem. Okay, we're not here to judge. But do you understand this meme then? If you look at the first picture, the concept, for those who haven't watched. Okay, for those who have watched, you know that this guy saved the main character in a very dire straits when something happened. And he hold him from getting eliminated from the game. Twitter saved these fellas. It's a double meaning. So when you couldn't decode it, means the communication didn't work well. Okay. Other than that, there's also the graveyard scene. It's always like that one. One guy is trying to do like yo, I think it's like Twitter is like laughing at everybody else who's dead and so on. So these kind of memes, you gotta understand the cultural things that are happening. Then only you can understand why things are. By the way, this I excerpt things from the book to explain things to you, but I also add in some modern information in for you because the book is quite old one. Okay, so if you want to read the book, you probably won't see these memes inside there. I'll say, Okay, and I'm also picking things out from the book to teach you. I'm not teaching you the whole thing. You want to know the whole thing, go read the book. Okay, just to let you know. Of course, I didn't do this. Just found the internet, no time. So now you understand communication. Now let's talk mass communication. Mass communication is the process of creating shared meaning between mass media and the audience. So you have mass media on the side, you have movies, Netflix, companies telling you stuff, buy. Taobao telling you there's a sale for 516, whatever. Mass to a lot of people. And your audience have to decode and understand what you're trying to say. Oh, there's a sale? Shopee, 11. Oh, I know what's that. I know that. I decode it, understand what you're trying to say. When you communicate it to a lot of people, mass com. Okay, understand? So I'm just going to skip this. Because of mass com, it has made some obscure things happen. I don't know how you feel, but when I look at old people and memes, I don't think old people and memes actually match. You try to show this to your grandma won't understand what you're talking about. But these two people became famous. There's that, what's the name of that guy? The one that's like always looking like he's perpetually in pain. Right? He became famous, man. Anybody got Rick Roll before? You know Rick Roll? Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. You know that song, right? Somebody will send you, hey, the latest Spider-Man trailer, go watch. You click the time inside there, you play. The guy is dancing there. Like, what the heck is this stupid thing? First time I kena that time, I don't understand. What's this? After a few times of this, I laugh at myself because I got Rickrolled. Somebody that is old, Rick Auntie, or this guy was from the 80s. This Rick Astley is from the 80s. His Zaman Kegemilangan, his time to shine is over already. But suddenly in 2000 something, he was brought back again as a meme. People understand. So he has newfound. He became famous again because of that. The internet never forgets. That's the danger thing about it. The internet never forgets. It knows what you did. There's a history of things that happen and stuff. So be careful and tread lightly in the internet. I know your internet is the best thing. Click. Your browser history is insane. The internet never forgets. Okay, a Russian hacker get into your computer and everything's gone. By the way, please update your passwords. I just have to say that as a PSA for you. Okay, moving on. Simu Liu, another current topic. Awesome guy. Our China friends probably have not watched him in a cinema, but other ways of watching it, I wouldn't say lah. You probably get, because I talked to some of your other mass comm friends before. They said, "Oh, we don't get to watch it because in China it's banned." Why? Why is Shang-Chi banned in China? It's the most Chinese show ever. Okay, but actually he got into trouble with China before because of all these things. But I think it's in China and the West. Okay, again, we are having discussion. China and the West have some disagreements with trading, with financial stuff. Huawei is a big problem. Donald Trump was a big problem. And now continually, China is banning Marvel movies coming in or big movies coming in. They just don't want to let. So they're having a war there between the two of them. So Simu Liu is caught in between. He's Chinese. He's not. Actually, he's from China also, right? Last time. Taiwan or China? I'm not sure. But one of them.
Yeah, Simu Liu is actually from China, like northern China. I forgot how.
Right. And he moved to Canada, right? So he's Chinese. What more do you want? Apa lagi Cina mau? Okay, but the Chinese in China or the government, not the Chinese, the government do not allow this movie inside. So he has always been fighting. He's in between this battle, right? It's a mass thing that Disney wants to do, but China will just block that mass. No. So anyway, when I used to watch him on Kim's Convenience. It's a funny guy, Kim's Convenience. So when I saw him going on stage with the director saying that I'm going to play Shang-Chi, my parents told me I'm going to be an engineer and a doctor, but end up to be an actor. Yeah, mom, dad, got an Asian family and stuff. So later he always has this underdog feeling. He always thinks that he's the underdog. Every time people laugh at me because I'm Chinese, I got slanted eyes and stuff like that. Nobody ever thought that I'll do well. I'll start at the bottom, but now he felt that he was at the top. I would say he's probably at the top, but probably he's overselling it a bit. He's pushing it too much, probably. Sometimes I feel I look at him in the interviews, the day he went on the red carpet to go for Spider-Man 3, he went in and said, hey guys, hi everybody, I'm Simu Liu. Just let you know, a spoiler, I'm not in the show. Like, I know you're not in the show, you don't have to tell the whole world. Thank you very much. So he pushes it a bit too much. Maybe people might be put off by that. But at the same time, my wife loves him. His character is funny. His character is fun. But he has a problem with Chinese audiences in China also. Based on what I read, okay? Not everybody in China, just generally. His face is not handsome enough. Apalagi Cina mau. Get Chinese for you, don't want. Then face not handsome enough. What face do you want? So there was some research that was done about his face doesn't portray the current trend of Chinese men. So when I look at the examples, they look like BTS. Okay, I'm not dissing BTS. Okay, I play Korean music before we start class. Okay. Some people were like, so you should go into Blackpink and BTS and Twice and stuff like that. I said, no. But during COVID, guess what? I ended up in a K-pop spiral. But anyway, so the current beauty, the current understanding of handsomeness is a very effeminate, nice, smooth-looking, boyish look for men. So I'm sorry, probably I only see a few men here with me. Probably will never make the cut for the girls out there. But don't be disheartened. There will be somebody who will love you. But this is mass, not you and your girlfriend. Mass. So people cannot accept his face as the representative of Chinese people in Malaysia, in the world. Chinese men in Marvel should be more handsome. What do you mean by more handsome? It's Chinese Oh, he needs to look a bit more like Korean look. Like, or what kind of hair? Like. Then you say, sorry we are not that kind . So he get flagged from the internet. Internet don't like him. Feedback, inferential feedback. Hey, I don't like your face. Simu Liu fight back. Screw you you laugh at me. I am the number one now. You want to joke about me? What? So he comes back. And because of Twitter, it makes it very easy. Within a second, Simu Liu can reply you. And all these social media things have made the world a better place. You think about it. Did social media actually help make the world a better place? Probably one of the topics that you can discuss in your essay. Moving on. Okay, I'm going to skip this, no time. So what is culture? Okay, we have talked about culture and things like that. Culture, I'm a Malaysian, so I've talked about my perspective as a Malaysian. When I was young, I grew up, I go to a market, I meet with my Indian friend, I go to the Indian barber, I go with school and play football with my Malay friends without wearing shoes. When I play football with my Chinese friends, I wear shoes. What? I probably didn't get, this is my childhood. When I go and cut hair, I'll go to the Indian barber because the Indian barber gives me a good head massage, for example. Then I go to school, then I laugh at my friend's name, my friend laugh at my name, we all have fun and things like that. At the end of the day, we are still one big family. That was culture to me. Chinese New Year, Deepawali. Okay, there was one time I was playing an MMORPG, a video game, and I was playing it during Deepawali. I had a friend in Hong Kong. Hong Kong friend asked me, why are you not working today? I said, I'm having a holiday. What holiday is today? Deepawali. What the heck is Deepawali? My Hong Kong friend asked me. Well, it is a Hindu celebrated Hindu traditional thing, celebrated by the it's a day of lights and like so long thing, right? They said, yeah, but why as the Chinese, why are you celebrating it? Then I'm like, because the whole Malaysia celebrates. I don't question it. It's part and parcel of my culture. It's inside my blood. I just accept it as part of me. So after many, many years of culture, I think culture embeds it into you and you don't question it. But some people from different points of view will look at it, but why? Why is there a culture of holding guns in America? Anybody? Why are Americans allowed to hold guns so freely and you can buy guns? Gun
I
fetish.
mean, every American citizen had the right to carry a weapon.
Yes, you have the right to bear arms. Is it the Second Amendment?
I mean, it's protected by the law, I believe.
It is one of the amendments that that in America. The freedom to bear arms, very good. Why do they have this in America? It's funny, right? Anybody can hold guns in America. Why? Huh? Why? Why do you need guns? There's a reeling? Really? Now, go research, guys. I want, as a mass comm student or whatever as a student as a whole, not mass comm, you should begin to question why. Not just accept. Accept, yes, but then you study deeper into it. I think because last time America is formed in a way, a lot of countries, okay, this one we'll probably talk about tomorrow. A lot of countries are formed with monarchy, with kings, with prime ministers and whatever. Those things, usually it starts with kings and stuff like that. But America is supposed to be land of the free, where a person who has wash plates can become a businessman in one generation. Your child could be the businessman. In different countries, if you're washing plates or you're scrubbing the floor, you'll be scrubbing the floor for 10 generations. But in America, everybody has equal opportunity to climb. But of course, there's also racial profiling, racial stuff and things happening. But people can, in one generation, become somebody different. Donald Trump is a businessman who can become a president. Can a businessman in Malaysia, like Robert Kwok or our Taylor's president, can become the prime minister of Malaysia? Can he be? There are many reasons why he cannot be a prime minister in Malaysia. Okay? If you're Malaysian, you understand the different levels of why culturally he cannot be. But in America, anybody can be a prime minister, president, sorry. Richard Nixon, 70s, 80s, the one that's quite famous with his Watergate and stuff like that. He was an actor that became a president. In America, anything goes. Anything can happen, anything can do. So bearing arms was also perhaps one of the laws that they said, okay, you need to protect yourself. Because last time there were a lot of different dangers. I'm not talking about Red Indians, I'm just talking about danger. There are a lot of different things happening. You need to hold a gun. You have to hold a gun to protect yourself. Now, do you even need a gun? You go to a 7-Eleven, what do you take a gun for? You want to steal money. And by the way, I don't understand why people don't hold guns. Hold guns, right? It's cooler, right? 90 degrees cooler to hold a gun. Now, why do black people hold guns this way? Is it culturally inside their brain? Okay. Spanish, Florida, French. Yep. Yeah. So America is a land of immigrants. Don't say America is white. Just go to San Francisco and take a look. Go to New York.
I'm talking about how America historically got like Spanish, Russian, Mexican land like this. But yeah, immigrants from all these countries, like they have that as well.
True. I will challenge you and push you a bit further and say that most metropolitan cities are a mishmash of many cultures. Melbourne is Asian, if you think about it. If you go to Melbourne city itself, it's very Asian, it's very Indian, it's very Vietnamese. Where are the whites? They stay in their own suburbs. If you look at Kuala Lumpur, okay, Who comes out during the festivals? Okay, there's another race that also embeds itself into our culture. Could be the Bangladeshis, could be the Pakistanis. Okay, it's become part and parcel of the culture already. Okay, so it's every metropolitan city, the way I look at it. One of the topics that last time my friends discussed about was about metropolitan New York. It is definitely not white. You see more white people, yes, but that doesn't mean they have a big population of people inside that city. So culture is very subjective, very different in different place. In Malaysia, if you hold a gun, goodbye, you're in the lockup straight away. No such thing. So sorry, guys, sorry to burst your bubble. Non-Malaysians, you walk around Malaysia, you hold a gun, you're gone. Even if you hold a toy gun colored in black, you're gone. Be careful. All right. Culture is a learned, socially acquired tradition and lifestyles of members of society, including their patterned, repetitive ways of thinking, feeling, and acting. Okay, that's culture. Culture leads significance to humans' experience by selecting from and organizing it. It refers broadly to forms through which people make sense of their lives rather than more narrowly to the opera or art of museums. Culture is the medium evolved by humans to survive. We need culture to survive. We need communication to survive, to do more than what we can do. Nothing is free from cultural influences. It's a keystone in civilization's arc and the medium through which all of life events must flow. We are culture. Wow. These are all famous writings by different people. You want to quote them, up to you. Culture is an historically transmitted pattern of meanings embodied in symbolic forms by means of which people communicate, perpetuate the idea, develop their knowledge about and attitudes towards life. You are coming to school, you're learning culture. Why do we need to cite people that have died? Why do you need to cite Cham 2022, for example? Why do we need to do all these things? Because we learn from somebody. Culture. Pass down information. Human, because of information, we can do a lot of things. We can travel to the moon, we can travel to Mars, and we waste money fighting wars with each other. That's the stupidest thing I can think of. To kill each other with information. That's stupid. Guys, why can't we just work together? Greed, capitalism. Okay, moving on. So it's foundation. So if you look at the different cultures in the world, stereotypically, you will say, Malaysian dress this way, Chinese dress this way, Americans, okay, I don't know what, they dress a different way. Japanese must dress that way. No, come on. Koichiro, can I just ask you a question? Are you there? Are you a Koichiro, are you there? Koichiro.
Furutsu, you there?
Furutsu, is it? Sorry. I don't know which one is the name, which one is your surname.
No, I'm just calling him by the surname.
Okay, all right. Okay, it's not there. Okay, so I don't know whether it's there or not. It is not fair to say Japanese must dress that way in the picture. Traditionally, yes, perhaps. It is also not fair to classify and stereotype a French that way. It is very rude. Hey, French, you must wear striped lines, and you must eat baguette, and you must please. That is very racist to say that. But last time is actually, I think our world has become a little bit more too sensitive. I think the world needs to step back a little bit. Last time, we used to laugh at each other, laugh at each other's names, and just move on with life. Now it becomes a big issue and goes to court case and killing and whatever, just by a little bit of offenses. I'm not talking about killing people, BLM and that's not. But I think life could have been a little bit more simpler, a little bit more less complex if we have a wider idea of things and not so judgmental so fast. On the bottom left, you can see these Congo dandies. Anybody have heard of this before? So it's a very interesting culture there also. In Congo, you look at the people who are there, they are not that rich, perhaps, but there are a bunch of people who were dressed up this way and walk around town And it is their culture. They want to, and people, wow, respect them. They will spend $1 million to look like billionaires. And they are heavily influenced by the French occupation last time. So, you know, during World War II and things like that, that's another history, another thing we talk about. After a while, when the French left, some of them went to France, they brought back all these fashion things. And they started to dress up these ways. Now, these are these cultures that perhaps you probably haven't seen small things like this happening around. But it's very interesting when you look at how these things have influenced mass comm, have influenced people's way of understanding communication. Okay. Culture is a learned thing. And as a baby, when you are born, you are not embedded with culture. If you are born in an Indian family, you will adapt their culture. Have you seen I saw a video last year, a few years ago, about a Punjab Malaysian man, a Sikh. He spoke in very fluent Hokkien. Does he learn that from his own home? No. It's something that is gradually learned. Culture is something human created, not inside your biological part, but something that human want to find meaning in life. They want to do this kind of thing. So it's very interesting to see how different people come from different. And you actually, if you look at your class, you have a very good bunch of people here who have different cultures. Learn from one another. Okay. All right. There's also such a thing called bounded cultures. In the textbook, you will read a little bit about this. Bounded cultures, I say America. Americans, you always say America or land of the free, white, eagle and stuff like that. But inside America, there are bounded cultures. For example, the top left, anybody can tell me what is this all about? The top left. Kind of.
I think it's like stereotypical, like Italian mafia, like Italian Americans.
Yes. They were part of very important part of American history in the 1920s, 1930s, including now, okay, where you had your Al Capone, all your Italian mafias. Mafias, they will say, we are not bad people. We go to church. We do a lot of things. We love our family. It's an offer you can't refuse. Godfather. But they help push the industry. Of course, they did a lot of under-table stuff also. But this is a very bounded culture that is synonymous with America. On the right side, you have, I was quite like BLM lah. Okay, anybody watch Get Out before? The movie Get Out. Watch it, man. Mass comm students, whatever. You understand culture. That's a very awesome critique about Black Americans in America. I don't need to say much about Black America. All of you would have at least have seen something about what is a Black person in America. What fears, what opportunities do they get because of their culture background? Even if they speak like a white man, they are still judged differently as a white man. On the bottom, you have the Asian communities. Last year, there were some killings. Some Asians got killed in America, and a lot of the celebrities came out to stand up against it. Hey guys, stop killing Asians. What the heck are you guys doing? There was a Malaysian girl there also who was going through her day, and then she got killed. For no reason, because everybody's holding guns there, right? Anybody can do anything. It's a very dangerous place. Being Asian, living in a place where you are not from, being Italian, but living on the place that you're not from, being Black, but you're not from this place also, has a different culture. You adapt to that culture. The bottom right is the reverse. Hey, white man, you came to my world and you invade my culture, and now you make your culture number one. What about mine? Rarely do we talk about the indigenous people of America. America should be them, not white men. Bounded cultures. Let's come back to Malaysia. Malaysia also have very funny subcultures. I am not here to judge. Again, every time I just say this, I just say this for a few times until you get it. I'm not here to judge. Whatever your culture, whatever subculture you join, go do it. But these are interesting subcultures that you realize in Malaysia. Malaysia is a very conservative Muslim country. It has become very, very much more conservative throughout the years. We are still able to survive here as different cultures staying in one country. Beautiful place. I will never find after traveling around the world, seeing so many cultures, at the end of the day, I still think Malaysia is the best place to stay. Okay, believe it or not, at the end of the day, I'll say it. Some of you want to have ambitions to go to UK, to Australia, go ahead. But for me, after looking at all these places, Malaysia is still the best for me. And I appreciate all these different cultures. In our neighbors in the south, not Singapore, Indonesia, they embrace Islam, but they also embrace secularism a little bit more than Malaysia. They have heavy metal bands run by Malay girls with tudung, or Indian girls with tudung. If you look at this in Malaysia, like, oh, tak boleh jakim, come. Catch them. I don't know. Or maybe you do it underground, you have your own things. It's a subculture that you need to understand the level of it. On the right side is a very famous culture in Malaysia called, anybody?
Oh, mat rempit.
Mat Rempi. I don't know why this is a big thing, but it caused a lot of death. Maybe there's no thrill, so you want to do this kind of stuff. Again, if your life is Mat Rempit, be careful. Just don't get into trouble. But it is some culture that when different people come to our country to look at it, why people do this? Make you feel like Superman. Bottom left, Mel is laughing. What am I trying to say? What's the word there actually? Steady, steady, bom.
Background?
Steady, steady, bom pipi. The way I say it also, I cannot stand it. So abeng.
Yes.
Again, I'm not here to judge again.
Okay.
There are people who will dye their hair, wear that kind of stuff, walk around like gangster like that, and then I want to fight with slippers. And the worst fashion, you're wearing sandals, walking around with short pants and that. Put your leg up and then you walk around. Hey, want to fight? Talking Hokkien. These are you don't see this in China. I don't think so lah. Okay, you probably see it in Singapore and Malaysia. Malaysia, you got your Alien, Abeng. But in the 90s, you got all the para sakura. Love to drive car and then all the music like Initial D. And say Abeng, quite Abeng culture. Is it cool? Well, if you are Abeng, it's cool. It's a culture that I think if I'm an Abeng, I love it. The music, the action, the look, the words you use. Usually it's a lot of Hokkien coming out. Okay. On the right is another culture that I realized has been growing throughout the years. As a lecturer, I realized a lot of cosplaying is happening in Malaysia. Any cosplayers here? I have a lot of cosplayers, students before that. They'll invite me to see them in Anime Ganki or whatever last time. I went to one of those comic fiesta or something like that a few years back, walking around there just to check out what they have there. I mean, it doesn't mean that you don't like something, you just cut it off. You just go there and just see, learn something. Anime is an interesting culture there. So I look around, like I thought, wow, very nice. A lot of hard work put into the costumes and all the things. Then somebody tapped my shoulder. I looked behind. I saw a blonde girl. I know it's fake blonde hair lah. And the blonde girl said, "Hi sir, how are you?" I said, sorry, who are you? I'm your student lah. I'm like, huh? Then he did this. I'm Max. Okay, then there's another subculture under cosplay, where you cross-play. Probably you heard of that, about cross-playing. Okay, guy dressing up as girl, girl dressing up as guy, which is a different culture that I thought is only in Japan or what, but it has gone into different cultures. And Japan exports culture so well that even you as a Malaysian will buy their culture. How many of you go to Japan and you dress up as a abeng? No, right? Where else in Malaysia you have people dress up as cosplaying as what in Japan thinks? Japan's export is insane and worth millions or billions. Some guys look prettier than girls. Mel, yes. Mel, I'm going to ask you about your sexual orientation, but that is true. Right? You never know. Let's move on. So in culture, there's many things. Sometimes it liberates you. It gives you more things you can do, more things you can try. I want to dress up. I want to be abeng. I want to be mat rempit. I want to be anything. It lets you do things. But sometimes it also limits you. Okay, some things limits you. What is the definition of beauty these days? On mass comm, I'm not talking about you. What is considered a beautiful, let's use a girl or a woman or a female? What is the concept of beauty that's accepted by mass comm? Anybody? You can type the answer there. What do you feel?
Being attractive.
I mean, what physical appearances
Oh,
means beauty in mass comm right now? I mean, mass comm means movies, posters, music, TV, internet, social media, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram. What is beauty? Whatever is said in the media, but what? Eyelashes, cap nails, clear skin, fair skin. Is it fair for me to say fair skin also? Because I'm from Malaysia, I see people from different races, but the fairer skin they are, the more attractive they are. That's what the narrative in media tells me. Plastic surgery to make me look better. What is the plastic surgery that makes your nose flat or what? Pointy, looking up, down. Last week, I saw a new thing, most attractive Asian, Lisa, Blackpink. I don't know if you agree. That one just came out on the news. Asian face. Small nose, large eyes. Perpetuated by a very psychological thing that I have noticed for ages. Why does large eye, small nose, small mouth look cute? I know it's anime, but if you actually seen a real anime girl in real life, you'll be scared. Oh, big eyes so scary. The eyes like nearly half the face. But actually, we do agree. Bigger eyes look better. Why is it? It's a psychological thing. Whatever culture you're from, wherever you're from, you still agree because everybody watches Disney. Everybody watches anime, and you cannot say it's not cute. You might not like to watch it, but you cannot deny that it looks attractive. Big eye, small nose, small mouth, for example. Bigger face than the body. Not bigger face, but bigger face in comparison with human body. Now, I will just raise that up to, you were once looking like that. You get what I'm trying to say? You were once big eye, big head, smaller body, and you were the beloved thing of your parents. It's a psychological thing. And in mass comm, we also study psychology. One of the subjects. Next time, probably, it's introduction, so I tell you what's going to happen. So, psychologically, we are the only mammals in the world that will take care of their young for 18 years. Cat will just give birth to a cat, little kitten. Yeah, you're cute. So what? Get out of my face, or I'm going to eat you. A snake will not take care of your young. A bird will not take care of a young. Okay, mammal. Maybe a monkey will take care of a young for a while. Orangutan or whatever. But humans take care of their youngs for 18 years. And then now you don't want to get out of the house. You still don't want to get out of the house without COVID or whatever. But by 18 years old, you're supposed to be independent. You are developed in your brain. Your body is developed. You have gone through puberty. You have enough knowledge to survive. Not on the internet, but on real life stuff. You can repair your own car. You can heal yourself. All these things. You should be able to do that. Animals, they don't care any. They should be able to do it themselves. I have a cat. Oh, my cat is running around. I can't show you now anyway. This cat, he jumps, he falls, he bang his head, he just walk away. No crying. Where got cat? Where got cry one? Human cry. And when human cry, ayo, you cry. So cute, ayo. You take care of it. This is a psychological thing. Cute, ma? So with this thing, you implement it into anime, implement it into animation, into Disney, into whatever. People are so cute. Accept it. Psychological. Our beauty standards. Yeah, Nuliana, correct. As a child, baby, yes, Nadia. So let's look adult, a little bit more adult, not baby anymore. What is the definition of beauty? Mass comm says a certain way of beauty. But if you go to different cultures, it's different. Let's not go too far. Let's just stay in Malaysia. Have anybody have any Orang Asli friends? Aboriginal Malaysian friends? Do you make friends with people who are originally indigenous to our country? The Orang Asli. I have stayed with an Orang Asli family before a couple of years back. The husband is skinny AF with a motorbike. The wife is a big giant lady with 3 babies running around the body. That's the definition of beauty for females. The Western side of beauty is frail, thin, anorexic. Well, if you have boobs or not, that one's a different case. Your face will look a certain way, chiseled or what, for a guy, whatever. Then you'll be accepted to be Victoria's Secret model. Other than that, no. Wow. So what about the 90% of the world who cannot look like that? Or 99% of the world who cannot look like that? It gives a very fake image of beauty. Mass comm can be limiting. Mass comm can make people feel bad also. Although it can enable people, it can also pull people back. Okay. Being a Muslim in America is also a very hard battle to fight. 9/11 happened. Suddenly you were the enemy. Your neighbor is your enemy now. So very sad. Mass comm pushes the media, says that, oh, Muslims did this. Hey, dude, these few fellas on the plane did it. Not Muslims did it. In the day, please. But media can frame the story. Whoever controls the media frames the story. You probably hear this word a few times already. Framing of your story. Whoever controls, CNN will tell you something. Fox News will tell you something else. Okay, television, when we talk about television, we'll talk about that. Okay, different culture, different backgrounds will tell you different things. Okay, we talk about him already, so let's skip. So, I'm going to let you decide. I'm not going to decide. I'm going to let you think about it also. Definition of beauty. Humans have made media. Humans have also made definition of beauty currently. But if you go back 100 years ago, definition of beauty is different. Look back another 100 years later, I'm sure definition of beauty is also going to be different. Humans just reinvent that. Okay, cool. Moving on. I'm going to skip all this. No time for this. Yes, this one. Yes, awesome. How many of you watched Emily in Paris? It's a Netflix show.
No.
No, okay. Heard of it before or read anything about it before? Anyone?
Yes, I've read about
Few episodes.
how it apparently portrays Ukrainian women as like thieves and all.
Okay. Maria, can I talk to you? Maria seems to be very interested in this. Can I just have a conversation with you? Yeah, talk to me, not type. You're in school, you're in class, you're not like, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not like you chat in my YouTube chat. How do you feel watching Emily in Paris? I'm not judging. Is the microphone working? Maria? Hey, sooner or later, you need to talk to me. You need to unmute and talk to me also. And I'm putting tutorial classes, you need to talk to each other. So please get your cameras and your microphone ready for class. Okay, perhaps it's your first class, 8 o'clock in the morning. Now, anyone else besides Maria has watched this? Let's see, not season 2. Jinwei, how you feel about this show? Nuliana also watched it. Nice. Jinwei, what do you feel about the show?
some racism over there.
Because I put the word cultural appropriation. No, I don't bother about my slides.
Yeah.
You know about it. Like, what do you mean by
Yeah.
racism there?
I mean, the first few episodes, they already talk about like, oh, you're not even from here and you're judging our fashion and stuff like that. Yep, stuff
So
like
who's
that.
the racist?
The one of the advertisers.
So the French was racist to the American.
Yeah, and also the boss as well. Yeah.
Sophia, yes, for tomorrow, I will do another lecture, so it's okay. But for tutorial times, you need to talk to each other. You need to communicate each other. Put you into groups to work with each other. So you need your camera and microphone. This is class. You need to talk. You can't just sit there and watch me as a YouTube. Okay. All right. Cool. Coming back to Jinwei, yes. So for you, you think that the French were racist to the American because the American came to judge. Okay, cool. Noliana, what do you feel about the show? I'm looking there. I'm looking there because you are there right now. Just let you know, this is my second screen.
I haven't like watched the entire season, but from what I see like on the internet, people are saying it's like a horrible stereotype of French people. I'm not really sure, but that's like not based on what I see because I didn't watch all of it, but that's what I heard lah.
So the first episode, at least you watched it.
Yes, but I don't really remember much because I only watched 2 episodes, I think.
Surprisingly, it's in season 2 now.
Oh, really?
Season 2 is out now. And talk about cancel culture, it's still on. Although people don't like it, the show is still on. They say, screw you, I'm American, I'll just make whatever I want.
Just they keep people talking, so they just keep going. That's how it is right now. You talk about it, they make more money. Just like how YouTuber make scandals. They just keep going.
They just want to talk a lot in social media because they got a shroud, something to block you from the real world. So you can call yourself another name and just comment on other people without fear of being judged. Okay. How many of you know French culture? Have been to France or seen French movies or French? Okay, again, I would say, okay, because I would say French people are nice people. I have a friend who came to Taylor's to study with me, with your classmates. And when I look at him, I understand the way they do things. And I had the opportunity to visit a few places in France a few years back to see what the culture really is, to actually just absorb, to see what it's all about. They are rather laid back. In the countries of all the EU countries, Europe and whatever, French are rather more laid back, a little bit more chill, bro. We work, we have coffee, we have our sex, we have our smoke, and then we enjoy. Worker, let's strike. Give me more money, more money. A little bit of that. That's the bad part about it. The awesome part about the French culture is that they are very innovative. Fashion is a big thing in France. Food is also a very big thing. You think about food, right? You always hear about French cuisine. Perhaps, okay, Malaysia, you get Malaysian cuisine, but you go on the international scene, French cuisine is one of the most technically advanced things. They use sous vide, they do all these kind of things out there. Very innovative. A lot of our modern inventions also are French. Cameras were also experimented on by the Lumiere brothers, 2 fellas who were playing around with cameras and cinematography and stuff. Georges Méliès and all these old people who were playing around. And then we have French culture today. In this series, an American goes to France and implements her American ideas to French people. Some French people don't like her, some French people like her. But the question is not about the actors. The question that I have a problem with is the script writers or the screenwriters who are American, who depict French people in a certain way from an American perspective. So when French people watch this is not us. Imagine it's an American wrote a story about Malaysia and cast a Malaysian actor to talk like an American understanding of Malaysia. No, Malaysians don't do that. Where's your lah? Where's your meh? Where's your ne? Where's your eh? Where's your tak de? For example. So can it be called cultural appropriation? So it limits people a little bit more this way. Okay, so Emily in Paris is a very good topic to talk about in mass comm if you want to. Okay, it's cultural, it's psychology, it's also mass. Okay, so I'm going to skip a little bit faster. Okay, we only have 10 more minutes. Mainstream, there are a lot of things that when some culture becomes dominant enough, everybody, a lot of people follow, it becomes mainstream. And so one of the bigger mainstream things that are happening right now is called pop culture. Pop culture means popular culture, which means things that are usually found in modern stuff that you kind of understand really, really fast. Pop culture could be movies, could be, wait, let me see, do I have that? No. Pop culture could be movies, could be one of the latest things I would say is Marvel. How many of you are Marvel fans? You watch Marvel non-stop every week. In 2021, in January 2021, 1 year ago, I looked at my friends, I said, our time has come. Why? Every week there's going to be Marvel now. Crap. From WandaVision all the way to Hawkeye. We have been consuming media non-stop from Marvel. Popular culture. It was geeky to follow comic books and like X-Men and all this stuff back in the 90s, in the 80s. But now it is mainstream. If you know about Iron Man, you are cool. If you don't know about Iron Man, what, you haven't watched? Popular culture. Who decides popular culture? Mass comm. Who decides what is important? Mass comm. Who controls mass comm? That one is for you to find out. Okay. Because we have looked at each new advance in communication technology as opportunities of politics, economics, we have devoted them almost exclusively to government and trade. We are ready seeing opportunities to expand our learning and exchange ideas and experience. Mass comm should be used for learning, exchanging ideas. Online learning is a kind of mass comm, I feel. It's very, I mean, even in class, it's a kind of mass comm. Information should be used that way. You shouldn't just use it for economics and for war and for politics. Mass comm can be used for so much more good. Okay. In example here, it is shown that back in 2005, this is an old example. In New Orleans, there was a flood. Oh, back full circle, Malaysia has a flood now. And when the flood happened, New Orleans is a lot of black people, black Americans there. When somebody went to take food and take from the grocery, a young man walks through the chest-deep flood water after looting. But when white people went to take food, it was called finding bread. Who tells the story? So after that, they faster took it down and changed the words. Wow, the media can make you angry, can make you misunderstand, can make people form a certain way of understanding things. A black person does a certain thing, a white person does a certain thing. Where you get your news from. Why are there so many people who support Donald Trump, although Donald Trump is a certain kind of person? Because the news tells them they are right. What news do they watch? Okay. So to end our class, we're going to talk about media literacy. Okay, media literacy consists of practices that allow people. So because media is so wide everywhere around the world, it is very important for you to be literate about media, to know, to understand, so you can access, so you can evaluate, and then you can manipulate it. Probably you guys make memes at home. So you probably make different kind of internet stuff, YouTuber or whatever. You understand the literacy of media. Okay, but all this started because of this guy. Now, next week we're going to cover this guy a little bit more. Johannes Gutenberg, he made the printing press. Because of the printing press, Bibles could be spread around Europe. Information could be spread around. People no longer are illiterate, cannot understand words. Once you can print things, people can read for a cheap price. Everybody understand. The internet, you just click, bam, found, Google. It's all thanks to this guy. Okay, so skip this. And I'm going to skip this, there's no time. So to end it, technology can be our best friend, and our technology can also be our biggest party people of our life. Steven Spielberg is the director out there. Again, media is run by technology. Technology could be from wood, fire, smoke, cave drawings, pencils, paper, internet, telephone, whatever. And now we have VR. We have more things out there. Hopefully, technology can bring betterment to us and can help us communicate better. All right. So that is my sharing for today. Now, I know I'm supposed to take attendance, but I cannot log into camps. So give me give me a moment. Let me try again. Yes, Yusuf, you are breathing very loudly. Are you okay? All right. Okay, it is loading. Let me open. Very good. Let's start. Passcode. Okay, sorry, I'm new here. So do I need to pass you the passcode for you to key in your attendance?
Yes,
What?
yes.
Okay,
you
cool.
do.
Cool. So I'll give you the passcode now. Here you go. Okay. So how do we key this in for those who are new here? Can you help our juniors? What website do you need to go into? Taylor's Campus Central. Go to the Taylor's app. So for our first year, first sem students, I think you guys, I'm not sure if you are new or what, you can go and try that.
Yeah, so it's easier for everyone to download the Taylor's app and then go to attendance and type the passcode. Yeah.
Okay, I see a lot of people in already. Very nice. Do I need to do this at the start of class? What is the common practice?
It's best to do it before the class ends, because after the class ends, we cannot do the attendance thing.
So you just need to key in only, no need to key out one. It's just one time only.
Yeah, just one time only.
Okay, cool. So before the class ends, the time, this thing will be open and you can click any time between them to show that you're in the class. Okay, very good. Thank you for the information. Mel, can you send us the link one more time? I'll join it now. Everybody, please join the WhatsApp group. Yeah. But please, again, use it for, use it properly lah. Don't spam it lah. Okay. Okay, forward the link back to us one more time then, because it might be lost on top. Okay, very good. No, we cannot enter it past the time. All right, cool. Thank you, Sandra. Okay, I would like to meet more of the mass comm students. A lot of these are your seniors here who are doing education and lawyer and engineers and stuff. But where are my mass comm students? You need to switch on your cameras already. Okay. Tomorrow I will give another lecture. Maybe you can join me, have a discussion with me. I cannot be reading your chat while lecturing because I have only that many eyeballs to look at things. So chat with me, talk to me. Okay. Not you feel like I left you out. I don't read your message or what. Doesn't mean that way. Okay, COM 60504. Okay, the 60504 might be misleading because there is also a mass comm group with 70 or something. Mel, can you just name it to Introduction to Mass Comm? Thank you. Joining your group chat. Okay, one more minute. Anybody have class at 10 o'clock? Just to know if you have to rush off to another class, 10 o'clock. Mass comm students, do you have it? No, okay, good. See, 27 participants, so many. Cool. I'm in. So I will use this for communication purposes. Okay.
So So is the passcode M for maroon 60504.
Whatever I type there.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Oh, the WhatsApp.
8x5f5d. That one.
Oh, okay. Then it's
Take a look.
probably in the group chat. Okay.
No, what are you talking about? Group chat or attendance?
Attendance.
Attendance is the 8x at that one.
Okay.
Right, cool. Cool. I usually want to get to know you a little bit better, introduction. So probably I need to get you all to introduce yourself a bit to me also. I've gotten to know a few of you from yesterday's class, but today's class I never had the chance. So introduction, I need to get to know you so that I can mark you properly. If not, sometimes somebody will be speaking and then I'm like confused. Who's the one who spoke just now? Then I give the wrong marks to the wrong person. That's the worst thing you want. Okay, so help me, help you. Najib's favorite line. Anyway, that's it for today's class. It's already 10 o'clock. Tomorrow we meet at 8 o'clock again. I will try to be in campus before 8, but if I have problems technically, just wait at the waiting room for me. Okay, I will try to come in as soon as I can. Again, I'm sorry for those who had problems with times. I don't know why I'm saying sorry because it's not my fault also. But anyway, I hope everybody have a good time for the next 7 weeks. And if you want to know the assignments and stuff, I can repeat it tomorrow, or we can talk about it. You can just watch the video. Oh, I need to send you the link to the OneDrive. I'm sorry, because okay, I'll send it to Teams. To Times. Okay, I'll set up the Times and put everything inside. Okay, so thank you everyone. Take care and have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.